Hey there everyone, I just want to talk a little bit about our oil paper. Our oil paper is one of my favorite surfaces to paint on for so many reasons. One is the texture of the paper itself. So it almost looks like watercolor paper, but it is very, very, very different. It has this beautiful texture. It's almost like an eggshell finish. The beauty of oil paper is that it is 100% cotton. Our oil paper. It's acid free, it's 320 GSM and 140 pound. It takes oil paint beautifully without warping. It has a barrier in it that allows you to apply oil paint and still be able to blend, which is really kind of the most amazing part of it. For our demonstration of oil paper, we're going to use the Kalia chisel blenders. Our favorite blending set for the techniques that I do is the Kalia Set 500. It has a 2, 4, 6, 8 chisel blender and a small liner for the little details. So we've got here a 2 and a 6 chisel blender. And I just want to show you how beautiful this is to work with. We're going to take a little bit of oil straight out of the tube and apply it to the paper. Beside that, I'm just going to put a little bit of light green, or we'll just call it a dirty white color. The paper accepts it beautifully, binds beautifully. I'm going to wipe the brush and just show you how we still have so much time to blend on the paper. Now, the difference between oil paper and other prepared surfaces like masonite is it's going to be a little bit more porous. It's still a paper, but you have lots of time to blend and play with it really, really beautifully. The one drawback of oil paper is that if you get smudges on the raw paper, they may not be able to be removed, in which case you can paint the background after your painting is complete. But just to show you what I mean, we're going to put a little smudge here. I'm going to take a bit of water and I'm going to attempt to remove it. And it soaks in quite quickly so it doesn't come off the background. A couple tips to prevent that are to make sure that you constantly have clean paper towel near you so that you're always resting your hand on something clean. The other tip is that once this dries, you can paint over it with a background of oil, or you can paint over it with a background of acrylic. And here's another option for you. And I love painting on the raw oil paper, but here's some tests that we did for you to take a look at. White matte acrylic. So one option is to take a very transparent layer of acrylic and cover the line drawing, or paint a very transparent layer of acrylic before you trace your line drawing onto the surface. If your line drawing is there and you paint a light layer of acrylic over top, you're not going to be able to erase or remove any of these lines if you've transferred it on. They're going to be there forever, so you're going to have to make sure that you cover them. What it will allow you to do is have some level of ability to remove oil paint because it acts as a barrier coat. The other option you have, it just leaves a tiny bit of residue and you can come back with white acrylic to go over that. The other option you have is to carefully paint around your object so that you can still work on the beautiful raw oil paper, which I love to do. Painting a light layer of acrylic is going to change how the paint moves on the surface, so something to get used to. Our other option is a matte medium, super transparent. You got to make sure you don't have any puppy hair in the way. And again, if you paint over the whole background with it, you're going to end up in a situation where you're not going to have the porousness of the oil paint or paper beneath you. It will allow you to clean up some of the smudges. Depending on how thick a layer of matte medium you have, that will impact how much of this you can get off. So both options are possible. I paint on the raw paper all the time, but sometimes I like to just do a little barrier coat of acrylic and then paint over top of that. And the paper stays beautifully in shape and wonderful to work with.